Now, I know that this episode is only supposed to feature open forum. However, this is a very convenient time to actually analyze another one of those new cards, which I would never otherwise feature myself. Jarogniumurks. Can we print cards that are easier to pronounce? Anyway, in Jarogniumurks is basically a replacement for Paparazzi in DLR Max. Or is it? These are actually very close. They have very subtle differences, and whether you choose one over another is rather situational. Now, let's see the similarities. They are both meat damage protectors, and they both provide a self-tagging mechanism. This is actually quite important because it's not necessarily the case that in every game you will be able to tag yourself with siphons, as shown in this game, because my opponent didn't get to see a single account siphon. So to get themselves tagged, they needed to use either Joshua B or this, Paparazzi / Jarogniumurks. So yeah, that's important to get the DLR mill going. Jarogniu comes up ahead as opposed to Paparazzi in this regard because it actually gives you a proper tag instead of just saying you are tagged. And this is important in decks that use counter surveillance, not DLR Max per se, but in other decks where you are trying to accumulate as many tags as possible for other clan cards. Jarogniumurks is obviously more preferable. The one thing you notice this game that Paparazzi would have done so much better at is defending against meat damage. Paparazzi protects against infinite meat damage, whereas Jarogniumurks, as many power counters as it will give you, is still finite. With 2 booms, I still managed to kill my opponent easily. This wouldn't have happened with Paparazzi. If my opponent played Paparazzi instead of Jarogniumurks, I would have been forced to actually dismantle my opponent's rig, which would have been a long, arduous process. They might have won during the time it took for me to get the money to do so. So that's actually quite an important point to note. Paparazzi might actually be better in DLR Max just because of that reason. That it forces the corp to have enough money to trash Paparazzi in order to get any kill going. Whereas with Jarogniumurks, all you need is recursion of meat damage, recursion of boom, or some sort of persistent meat damage. So those drip meat damage decks, like dedicated response teams, Mr. Stone, that sort of thing, yes. Paparazzi would defend against much better than the finite Jarogniumurks. Finally, one plus point for Jarogniumurks is that it's actually less vulnerable to trashing via tags than Paparazzi is. Usually, if I'm playing a kill deck and someone installs a Paparazzi, my first order of business is to trash all the 4 guys and then trash the Paparazzi straight. Ignore the wireless net, ignore the DLRs, straight away go for the Paparazzi and then kill them with boom. With Jarogniumurks, you can't do that because there's a specific clause that says you cannot trash it as the corp while there's another resource installed. So if I have no way to recur my meat damage, I would actually be forced to eat through my opponent's entire resource rig before I can trash Jarogniumurks, and that is very, very difficult to do. So yes, both have their subtle benefits and downsides. I think Paparazzi might be better in DLR Max, just for the fact that it gives you infinite meat damage protection, making it a lot better against Wayland decks, be it recursion of boom or drip meat damage. Well, hope you enjoyed this double header analysis. In the meantime, thanks for watching as always, and happy net running. I'll see you next time.